episode 30 of the Jersey Boys. And I know you're used to hearing another voice say that, and that would be the Rash, Joey the Rash Silva, who he's busy. I mean, we had an appointment. We had a 6 o'clock start time, and the Rash is annoying someone else right now. So, therefore, Dusty, there he is. That's it. That's how we got to roll, kid.
Yeah. I'm at my shore house right now.
Yeah, man. What are you on a boat?
Yeah, on the boat. I'm on the boat right now. Yeah.
You got a rocket.
On my jet ski.
Bro, your head's making this wave back and forth. It's all psychedelic.
So what episode are we on? I don't even remember.
Bro, episode 30.
Oh,
Episode 30.
We made big time here.
We did. So first and foremost, man, we just want to reach out to everybody right now and say we're sorry. You know, we know it's been a while. But what better time than right now to bring the Jersey Boys back to all of our listeners, right? I think we all need it.
You know, absence makes the heart grow fonder. So
yes,
you guys are loving.
I've missed you, Dean. I've drank my coffee every day thinking about you, Bean.
That's all. Oh, I'm blushing. Look at me.
Yes. Come on. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, man. I miss you guys.
You talk about coffee. Let's talk about coffee for a minute here, bro.
Sure.
Is the coffee intake a lot higher? Because mine is through the roof. I have to be honest.
Everything is higher. I'm like not nonstop. I gotta stop.
Yeah, huh? You eating a lot?
Yeah, that's why. I mean, I like this shot because it's not showing anything else. Because I'll be rolling out of here come about June when this is over. They're gonna have to take me out the front door, like the front pane window. They're gonna have to take out to get me out of here.
Don't do it. Don't you do it. No way, bro. You got.
No, I'm trying. Right? I'm trying to be better.
It's easy
today.
To fall. Yeah.
Yeah, today. Because it's the 30th. It's the 30th episode.
Yes.
That's it. I'm accountable. I'm on the road to recovery. There you go.
I'm gonna hold you on. Me and the Rash are gonna hold you to it. But then again, he's not here. So who the heck is he holding anyone accountable for? I mean,
I heard.
14. He better have one heck of an excuse.
He better show up like any minute.
Like 1, 2, 3.
Oh my goodness! There he is.
Like magic.
Do over.
No way. This is perfect. Joe, just so you know, we're already a few minutes into episode 30, and everyone out there knows you were late.
Are we live?
Yeah, we're live.
I'm gonna say live. Okay. Yeah, I'm sorry about that. I got this phone call at the last minute. I had been working on some of this PPE. Personal protective equipment, and I just had a deal that possibly is going down tonight. So.
Yeah. Let's talk about that. That's amazing.
So you have protective equipment, and it's PP. It's pretty weird.
Yeah.
PPE.
Oh. All right. Much better.
That's it.
Everybody's talking about it now. So
yeah, I know.
I have to have a mask on. How's my lighting here? My lighting is not.
There you go.
A little better, man.
So tell us about Joe. What's been going on, man? How you been?
Well, just like everybody, it's just been crazy, right? It's just unbelievable, and there's good and bad. I mean, the good is spending a lot more time with the family.
Yeah.
I guess that could be bad too. I don't know. No, but
divorce rate is going up. Domestic violence is going up. Then again, childbirth will be going up too.
Yeah.
So, no, it's listen, we're still fortunate to still be able to put food on the table, and be able to spend time with family and still be able to communicate like this the way that we are right now. I got a message from a gentleman that I support in Africa the other day, and he had checked in to see how things were with me. And I said, hey, things are okay. We're coping. I said, how are you? And he said, we're locked down, and he goes, but we need money for food. So
Wow.
it just kind of puts things. They are just trying to put food on their table. So it kind of puts things in perspective when you think about it that way. That is as challenging as it is for us in this country. And I'm not saying there's not people in this country who are looking for food, and there's a lot of homeless people. I know that. Without question. I mean, in New York right now, they're having a lot of challenges because the homeless, you don't know where to put them. They're putting them in hotels and things like that. But there's a lot of people who are hurting. But this particular friend, he's just struggling to put some food on the table. And you look at Facebook, you look at Instagram, and everybody's posting how much weight they're gaining, right? Gaining so much.
Me and the Bean were just talking about that, how it's so easy to just keep eating.
Yeah.
It's true, because you kind of sit there and it's like, all right, what do I do next? And usually what we do next is we put food in our mouth. And that's the thing. So, and believe me, when this whole thing happened, I'm like, all right, I'm going to really get serious about working out and exercise. And I have not been consistent with that at all. I've done running. Here's a guy that's done 2 marathons, 3 half marathons, right?
Wow.
I can hardly run around the block, and I'm huffing it.
Wow.
And puffing. I could hardly make it around the block. And that's 1 mile. I got in the car and I said, I'm going to measure this out. It's 1 mile. And I go out and I start running. I get about 50 yards into it and I got to stop. And I'm like, how is it that I ran 26.2 miles, and actually more than that, because when you do the zigzagging, more than 26.2 miles. I've done more than 26.2 miles with each of the marathons I've run, and all the training building up to that. But yet, I can't even run 50 yards right now without stopping.
Yeah.
I don't think I'm good either right now, to be honest with you, bro.
It's May 1st tomorrow, so we're going to start new. We're going to start.
Hey, Alex, looks like you're sitting on the beach.
I am. I heard something about a pandemic or something. I don't know. I just came out of my hut.
On the beach with the frozen.
He's in his boat. All right, so some funny numbers I just got to share with you guys, right? I said, hey, if we're going to be on today, right, it's COVID-19, coronavirus, we should talk a little bit about the numbers. So I did a quick Google shot. I thought you guys might find this a little bit interesting. And the case it came from was, or the site that it came from was covid19.nj.gov, okay? So it's not some crazy site. You ready for this? I want you guys to help me out. I think I'm good at math. So worldwide numbers, 3,250 confirmed cases. 3,250 confirmed cases.
Yep.
Recovered, 1.01 million. So if you got 3.25 cases confirmed and you got 1.01 recovered, why is the next line 230,000 deaths? Anybody want to help me out with the extra 2 million?
Yeah,
they're still in the hospital, I guess. I don't know. What's
is it?
Maybe.
I don't know. That's the question. Are there 2 million people currently in the hospital? I don't know.
Wow.
And then
That's
the other one says, it's crazy, dude. It's crazy. And the United States numbers are 1.08 confirmed, 128,000 recovered, 62,603 deaths. But I have a friend that's in the medical field who's responsible for making some of the medications, and she said that their numbers state that the recovery rate is 98%.
Wow.
Which one is it? Boggles my mind.
It's crazy, man.
Well,
that's why it was so important to get back on here. I'm excited to be back with you guys, and we could all use a little break out of our norm everyday thing, So I appreciate you.
Yeah, that's enough COVID. That's enough COVID talk.
we're not fake news. What we provide is factual.
Epic times.
That's it. But I will say this, that when I look around the rest of the country, outside of the New York metropolitan area, things seem to be a lot different. That, you know, you see people like, they're like more socially interacting with each other than they are around here. I mean, it's like around here, a lot of people are just much more cautious, it seems. And, you know, rightly so, based on, you know, what you're hearing. Now, you know, we all know.
Yeah, second most cases, Joe? Second most cases in New Jersey?
Well, it's New York and then New Jersey. So when you know, take the New York metropolitan area, which we live in, it's not even close. I mean, compared to what the rest of the country has as far as cases are concerned. Now, you know, listen, we all know people who have passed from this already. So we know it's real. You know, we know a lot of friends and even family that have passed from COVID-19. So it's not like, this thing is not real. It is real. It is real. You know, but I never in a million years would have expected this. I mean, back even in March, in the beginning of March, if somebody would have said to you, hey, you know, in a couple of weeks, this whole country is going to be shut down and we're going to be locked in our homes. There's going to be 30 million people unemployed, you know, talking about numbers that are like the depression numbers, right?
Crazy. It's crazy.
I posted something on Facebook yesterday where my grandmother and my uncle and my aunt were hanging out on the beach in Coney Island over in Brooklyn, 1930. This is during the Great Depression now. This is the Great Depression. Right. You know, so it's like we haven't experienced anything like this in the country since, you know, 1929 to 1932. That was like, I guess that was the time, right?
Bro, let's pray we don't experience that either, right?
No,
From a financial and economic standpoint, because we're nowhere near that when it comes to the finances portion of it, right? So thank God, knock on wood, let's pray it stays that way. But, you know, the longer we stay out, the closer we could come to that. So, you know, I personally believe we got to get back sooner than later. I understand, you know, you got to be careful with certain risks and this, that, the other thing, but I don't know, man.
I think it's going to be a lot like after 9/11, the country was totally different, right? As far as how we traveled, especially, and how we would go to a game, to a you know, any kind of large gathering place. You know, we had to, you know, go through metal detectors, and there were a lot more security. Okay. So I think what's going to happen now is you're going to see a lot more precautions, and like masks are going to have to be worn for a long time to come. And how they're going to do the social distancing, like in restaurants and at ball games, you know, maybe it's like everybody has to sit like every other seat. I don't know how they're going to do it.
But how long do you think that'll last, bro?
My guess is at least till the end of the year.
Agreed.
You know, if there's going to be any kind of entertainment, like, hey, you can go to a ball game, you know, and they allow anybody in from the public, then there's going to have to be, everybody's going to have to be spaced. Like, you're not going to have, like, going to, you know, Madison Square Garden and having 20,000 people in the arena. Maybe hey, you know, there could be 5,000 people, and they're scattered, like, you know, all over the arena. I don't know. But, you know, the gloves, it's funny about the gloves, too. Everybody's wearing gloves. So the person who's wearing the gloves, I guess, is safe. But then the person who's getting the money back, exchanging, you're handing that person that product or that change with dirty gloves. You know, you've been touching everything else, and now you're handing somebody else something. And then unless they, you know, are wearing gloves, unless they take the precaution, once they get that money back, what are you going to spray your money down with Lysol? I know what we're doing here at the house. When Amazon arrives with a box, Marianne is sitting outside spraying the box with Lysol, and she said, let it sit out there for like 15 minutes before we can bring it in. And even with the mail, I mean, it's like the mailman, he's touching all the mail, and he has his gloves on.
Right.
And then, you know, he's just putting mail in everybody's mailboxes. So, you know, unless, you know, I don't know. It's like, how do you prevent?
Right.
Prevent it. You know, it's like you go to the grocery store. I mean, I went to Home Depot the other day. It took me an hour to get into Home Depot. And all I wanted to do was get one small little item, and I had to wait an hour just to get into Home Depot.
No, this is good because people don't realize, like, people listen to the Jersey Boys everywhere, all over the country, all over the world. We're global. And it's good to give people a picture of what it is. We're right in the epicenter. Thank God we're safe. All of our family are well. But it's just good to see you guys, to see you face to face again.
Bro. You too. I'm
now,
like to get back in. We got to come up with a good theme for the next one, right?
Yeah. Now, what is the first thing you're going to do once this lifts, once this quarantine lifts? What are you guys going to do? What Jersey thing are you going to do?
Probably go out to a restaurant because you can't go out right now. You know what I mean? Actually, I don't think Joe, I don't know about you, but I don't have a say in it. You know what I mean? Lori already said that's what we're doing. So that's what we're doing. We're going out to eat.
We've got takeout. We got a lot of takeout.
Yeah.
I mean, Joey and I, my son, right? For those that don't know, my son Joey.
Pizzaiola.
He loves it now. And we actually just bought, we're waiting for it to arrive, the Uni pizza oven. Remember, Ronnie, that little pizza oven?
Oh, that's right. That's right.
Yeah. So we ordered that, and hopefully it'll be here like in another week. That thing gets up to 930 degrees, and you can cook a pizza, Neapolitan-style pizza, like in 60 seconds.
Bro, where are you putting that thing? Where are you putting that?
It's portable, so you can.
I know. That's why I'm asking. I know you. I know your son. I know your son more than anything else in the world. I'm worried about your house burning down. So number one, call your insurance agent and raise the policy. 900-degree oven, and please don't put it on a wooden deck.
No, I know, right? Now we'll take precautions.
You got to do a unboxing. That's it. That's next episode. You got to do an unboxing live on Facebook. And
the last time. I don't know if you saw it, but the last time little Joey messed around with a oven of theirs was the grill, and he got that thing so hot he burnt the whole bottom of the grill right out.
those grills, those gas grills that you have on your back deck, they're not built or made to withstand 1,000 degrees. Well, Joey, he took wood, put wood in there, and it got so hot that it did burn out the bottom. So I said, make sure you take that propane gas and move it outside of, the containment area. So, but I tell you what, he makes a delicious pizza. So that's the other problem.
Yeah.
Since we've been home, we eat pizza like just about every single day. This kid is making the dough. He lets it sit overnight. I mean, he has the yeast and everything, and it rises, and he puts a little salt in there. It tastes amazing. And we got the right type of tomatoes. We're using that flour, that 00 flour, which is the flour that you're supposed to use. But he makes an amazing, amazing pizza. So every day he's playing around with it. So what do you think I have to do? I have to eat some of the pizza. So all right.
I see a tear in your eyes. I see some tears in your eyes. Your dream has come.
Here's the problem. Every night I'm like, okay, tomorrow I'm going to get back into my routine. I'm going to watch the carbs. I'm not going to eat a lot of the carbs. And then the next day, what happens? I'm doing some work, and then he comes in with a whole pizza. And he's like, you got to taste this. You got to try this out. What am I going to say? No. So I end up taking one slice. Before you know, it's like eating a chip. Bag of chips.
Forget it.
Three slices.
Just one slice, huh?
Yeah. So listen, man, I got to lose about 30 pounds, brother. I got to get.
Me too, bro.
I feel like when I wake up in the morning, it's like I'm tired of being tired. Meaning I'm not moving like I know I should, and I'm just eating all the wrong foods. And listen, there's pros and cons.
That's all it is, man. If before exercise, it's diet. Diet comes first, man.
It's everything.
It is.
But it's also this extra weight. So that's why even with the running, you got to remember, I'm lugging now an extra 25 pounds on my body. So, cardiovascularly, I'm out of shape, right? My heart is not used to this. And then I'm like, it's like putting on a backpack of like 25 pounds and I'm trying to run. And I'm like, I can't believe I can't make it around the block without stopping. I'm like, are you kidding me?
You're like in the military with a rucksack. New appreciation for those guys.
Pizza sack. That's what it's called.
Who eats?
Who eats? And by the way,
didn't you just rent out your studio? I didn't even notice. Alex told me you rented out the basement studio.
Bro.
Yeah.
Bro.
Well, with Holly, you mean? With Holly with her?
I have no idea. I just heard there is currently a cake shop in the studio.
And we evicted the little flies. We got rid of
the protein, yeah.
But you know what replaced them? I'm on the back deck making the pizza with Joey, and I hear like this scraping noise above my head. And in the what do you call it? The
soffit.
The soffit, right? The soffit, because there were squirrels in there. Squirrels. So I looked up at my roof lining, and I saw where the fascia board is, and it was pushed away, and the wood was actually rotted out, and there was a hole. And I look up there, and guess what's looking back at me?
What?
The squirrel.
So Joey and I, we ended up ripping. I'm pretty proud of, both me and Joey, because this is really not our gifting. We ripped away all that fascia board. We went up to Home Depot. We got like 10 foot, of board. We got up there. And here's the thing. It wasn't that easy, because part of it is it's about 10 feet up, and it's over an awning. The awning that goes down into my basement. So I can't step on the awning. So we're trying to figure out a way how to get to certain areas. So I had to climb on the roof, and I'm working like hanging over the roof, trying to rip the gutter away, trying not to kill myself. But we got it done, right?
Yeah, there you go.
We get it done.
Boy.
Guess what? Oh, let me backtrack. While I was banging really hard, one of the squirrels comes flying out, like in vacation, in Christmas vacation, flying out. Luckily, I had a screen in front of me, and I pushed the screen, and the thing ran away. So I go up in the attic, which is above the garage. So it's not in the house, all right? It's above the garage.
Yeah.
So they're not in the house. So if they were to get in the attic, it would be above the garage. So I go in there. It's like a little crawl space, and I'm looking around. I put a trap. I got a trap, at Home Depot to put a little peanut butter in there. Not to kill them. They go inside the trap, and then you have to take them like 5 miles away. Otherwise, they'll make their way back. But I put a trap in there, right? And I kept on hitting all the around the gutters, around the whole garage, right? So I don't hear anything. So now we're getting everything done. We close everything up. I walk into the front of the house to go inside the garage, and what do I hear? I hear scattering. There's another one up there. He's still up there. So I had to go back, and I left. I took one of the soffits, one of the panels away, hoping that eventually he'll make his way out and jump down like the other one did. But if not, if they go into the house, I have into the garage above the attic above the garage. I have a trap in there.
Okay.
Yeah, listen, they could get in there, but I'm upset that you got rid of them, because I think they were quarantining.
Yeah. How cruel. How cruel.
I mean, bro, you don't care about life, right?
I don't care about
No, let them go get coronavirus.
They can pay rent. Why don't you pay? They can pay rent. I'm sure they could give you some nuts for. We have like a few more minutes before Zoom knocks us off. But like, what else? You guys have any other final thoughts? Any hellos? Any shout outs?
I got a shout out. I don't know if you guys know, but the haircut challenge begins tonight. I don't know if you guys saw that Facebook post.
We'll be watching. We'll be watching.
Let me just make sure you guys understand. This is the Kramer. See what I'm saying? See that, right?
I saw it. I got to say that, and Alex, maybe you did. I didn't get copied in. I didn't get tagged on. I found out about it after the fact.
Well, all right. Let me explain. Respect. Give me the floor. You did get tagged on it. If you watched it from the beginning, I specifically said, I hope this works, because this is my third time. I tagged you twice from my phone, and it wasn't working. So I had to sit down and do it from the computer. And when I did it from the computer, Callie said you could tag them while you're on there. So I didn't get to tag everybody. But if you noticed, I said that. It was my third try. It was a rough one, man.
That's true.
It was a rough one.
That's all right.
So, we'll be watching. We'll be watching.
Baby.
That's it.
Who is cutting your hair?
Me.
I thought like Glory would cut it.
Bro, this is a raw haircut challenge. I mean, if somebody wants to be a wuss and let their wife cut their hair or their kid, no problem. You can still be a part of the challenge. We're raising money for Expect Hope. But if you really want to step up, you gotta get it. You gotta go after it yourself. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna be looking as you know what tonight, bro. It's gonna be ridiculous. Getting in the back. I don't know how I'm gonna do it, but
this is great because this video, people are gonna see what it looked like before it happened, and they're like, "Oh, I got it."
Well, I think, hey Joe, that squirrel that jumped out at you, I think he's in here.
I know. Better in your hair than in my house. So
absolutely.
Well, we're going to continue doing these. We're going to try to do these Zoom things and put it on Facebook, put it on our podcast, start this up. This is our 30th. Happy 30th, I guess. So it's exciting to be here. Yeah.
Joe, this is the 30th, man. So listen, there's only one way to sound us off, bro. Right? This concludes episode 30 of DaJerseyBoys. That's what's up, baby. Peace. We'll see you guys soon.